Two cutters through the middle. Adia for three.
Namaste everybody and welcome to the New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship 2024, coming to you live from the National Hockey Centre and hosted by North Harbour Indian Sports Club. Formerly QBT and KBT, the rebranded New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship is the pinnacle of competition here for the New Zealand Indian hockey community, and a place where many battles, rivalries and victories have taken place for over 60 years. This year's tournament is split into 3 divisions with 8 teams in the men's A section, 5 teams in the men's B, and 5 teams in the women's section. I'm Brad Pittman, and we'll take you through all the action from this 2024 tournament, brought to you by Local Gecko Productions and proudly supported by One Foundation. I'm joined in commentary again this morning by Auckland Indians Sports Club player Pukekohe Patel. Pukekohe, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, looking forward to it and looking forward to the game out here this morning. It's our second game for day 2 on the live stream turf. Women's section game between Pukekohe on your screen there, taking on the hosts and defending champions North Harbour in a pretty important match for this women's section. All the games are important with it being a round robin format, but on a live stream, and as the defending champions, this one big for North Harbour. Just looking at some of the results from yesterday, Pukekohe lost their first up game to Wellington in a bit of a surprise. They lost it in a penalty shootout 3-2 after being locked up 1-1 at full time. North Harbour, they've looked pretty dominant on day 1, beating Wellington and Auckland 4-0 and 4-1 respectively. And those 2 bonus point wins give them 10 competition points and sit them at the top of the table. There's some of the other results from day 1 in the women's section. Those games there that I spoke about. The other one, Bay of Plenty, taking down Auckland 4-0. They're probably playing on the back turf at the moment, Bay of Plenty. And those 2 teams unbeaten at the moment in the women's section, Bay of Plenty and North Harbour, eyeing up Monday's game where we'll see them go head-to-head. We see the teams get out there and ready. Harbour will be in their white strip, taking on Pukekohe in the green. Pukekohe, you know a fair few of these girls from NZI campaigns and from being around these tournaments. There's stars on both sides, but this North Harbour side, they've looked pretty tough to beat over the last 2 years, really, with a lot of those NZI ladies out there for the Harbour team.
Yeah, and obviously Pukekohe has the return of Divyanka from Fiji, who actually was an invitational player for our heritage team. So it's great to see her playing in the Pukekohe team, and she's also playing up in Auckland in the Harbour tournament for ECB.
Cool.
So that's so great for her.
Yep.
And love to see what she brings out here.
Yeah, as we see, first up, some intent from North Harbour here, just trying to get down the other end of the field, put Pukekohe under a bit of pressure. He's one of our fan favourites, Seedle Patel on the ball there for Pukekohe. Our first look at the Pukekohe ladies. We saw Harbour play yesterday out on the live stream turf. Pukekohe, they'll have 2 games today. And a pretty tough ask here, I think, against the North Harbour team who've looked almost unstoppable. A bit of a foot race into the corner here. So Jaina there, working into the edge of the circle. She had 3 goals in a game yesterday that we saw.
A big upset.
Yeah, taking down her sister in the opposition. Now Pukekohe under a bit of pressure, coming out of their own end. That's one back here. Harbour towards the circle. It's a little bit messy. Falls there for Allegra Healy. Cut out there by Jaina Suka. Jaina captaining the Puki ladies this weekend. One of their elite players, Jaina Suka, of course, part of the NZI campaigns for all 4 of the heritage tournaments. Strong tackle there on the edge of the circle.
Sugar.
Yes, she is. She's got a ton of skill. You want to see her up around the attacking circle rather than at halfway. There's a handful going forward.
I made a bet with her that she better score in this game.
All right, we'll keep the keep the odds on for that one. I think TAB's paying $1.56 if you get on that one. Now, anytime goal scorer. A lovely transfer here from North Harbour. Here's Divyani Soma rolling the board forward for Monica Patel. Monica there. They just run out of room. There's Seedle bringing the ball back up.
I wonder if she'll bring out her deceptive sweep.
Yeah, she does have that little slice sweep it. And she gets it going. And Shayna will win a free hit. Step off it here for North Harbour. How have you been enjoying the tournament so far, Pratika? Watching some and commentating a little bit and trying to sneak away to study, I've heard at some points rather unsuccessfully. But
yeah, I don't think the studying part is really there, but the thought counts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But no, this tournament's really great. You know, catching up with so many people. You don't get to see them all year long until you come to these tournaments. So it's really great to just catch up with like friends, also family. So I actually do look forward to the tournament just for that aspect too. Obviously the playing aspect, but not this year.
Yeah, of course, those unfamiliar injured during the Heritage tournament and still with a bit of a clipped wing, so on the sidelines only this weekend.
Yep. Number 1 supporter and commentator for
that's it. And eyeing up the dance battle title.
Yep.
Tonight at the social. So
Bop better keep the eyes out. I'm on to them.
Here come Harbour. Unfortunate there. Found the foot of Monica Patel. A little bit of pressure has forced an error there coming out of their own end. So Harbour will come back onto it through the sideline. Sana Nair goes across the field to her captain and Rishika Chiba. Divyani goes back again through Rishi. And good patience and win there by Puki. They do enough to earn it back. North Harbour.
Oh, Seedle with the pop.
Yeah.
Bringing out her old skills.
Yeah, that's the rainy day skills coming out there. It's not raining yet, Seeds. Here comes Shayna. Great tackle. A couple of little back and forths right down in front of us, these last little couple of positions here. And Puki with a bit of an advantage now, going up towards the attacking zone. And they come all the way back out to Seedle. Puki playing this back three. And trying to breach through the midfield, but cut out by Curry. She's so quick, Curry. And lets the ball go as well. You see Curry and Seedle having a little exchange there. A couple of words and a few laughs.
Seedle's probably saying, I'm not your manager in this game.
Yeah, I'm not looking after you now.
Yeah.
And free hit just outside the circle. I'm in the way of North Harbour. Here's Rishi. It goes. And well defended there. Harbour again, just trying to work something. Still going. In it goes. It's there for Monica Patel, but cleaned up. And there, they've got the first penalty corner. North Harbour. It was a bit scrappy from both sides there. A little bit messy. But North Harbour jump on it. You see this replay here. This ball just bouncing around. Nobody really able to take much control of it. Until Leela James there found the foot. And we'll have first real scoring opportunity through the penalty corner. Looks like Navina's up there for North Harbour. Navina, good save. It's a little untidy at the top. Curry had to just stand up and trap it. Laid it off to Navina.
Again, with those crossballs straight into the circle.
Yeah.
It's something Harbour really likes to do and does well too. Just need the execution at the end.
Yeah, both Navina and Rishi can throw a good crash ball. So if they can get onto the end of them, there's opportunities there for North Harbour. Pookie, they hopefully have watched some of the tape from yesterday and are up to it. Here's Monica. Again, it's messy in the circle. Penalty corner coming for Harbour. The first up tackle from Charmaine Leatham was a good one, but then it just got scrappy again, as we see the Harbour ladies discuss their options.
Oh, Grelene's Gill was up there.
Yeah, she was sitting at left layoff on the last corner. She's going to go down to injectable. Yeah, so change of injector. The last one, like I said, didn't quite come out to the trapper. I had to fix that one up this time. Rishi on the bracket. That's a better one. Pavina working some magic.
Wow, look at those skills.
And another penalty corner there. Seedle asking what for. Pleading her case. Shaking her head.
She can finally do it on the turf,
Yeah,
not on the sidelines.
That's it. We're used to seeing her obviously managing the NZI ladies, or up here in commentary even. Seedle, good to see her out there for Puki. They get a reset here. Harbour, this time Navina off the top. And it's well defended by Puki. Good running by Jaina Suka. They're not out of danger just yet. Harbour here, still pressing forward. Leela James beats one, can't beat the second. Here's Gill, and it goes onto the foot of Suka. They go again here, North Harbour. And just while they get set, Pratik, have you been able to check out the food tent yet?
Yep. Obviously, all the samosas.
Yep.
Well, this tournament's all about the samosas.
Yep. What's your recommendation? What's your go-to?
Oh, definitely the chicken samosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard, who was telling me? Seedle yesterday said they have the spicy chicken sausage.
Oh, yep.
Apparently that's pretty good. Has a whole salad and stuff with it as well. So
The salad gives a health component to it.
Tick the boxes. Here is Harbour, penalty corner. This time the drag flick.
Oh.
And it's in the corner. Gill finally gets a go at it and puts it away.
Right in that corner.
Yeah, it was a good look at it from that camera angle. We'll see the replay here. Just in that bottom right corner as you're looking at the goal.
I wonder if she revved up her stick.
Yeah, we didn't actually look at it. We're too busy talking about food. Shock. But Harbour go up 1-0 thanks to the penalty corner conversion there from Gurleen Gill. And looks like they were playing paper, scissors, rock for who got a go at it. I think Rishi had one, Nav had one, Gurleen got her turn. And
next up is Carrie.
yeah, that's it. Here come Puki though. They're trying to answer back. With a race into the corner. This is nice transfer of position. Love to see them. The entry. There it is. 3D. They're going to come back for a foot. There they go again, working around that dotted circle. Still there. Charmaine Latham, and it goes. Oh, it hit the post, I think, and went along the back line. Perhaps Charmaine Latham there trying to give North Harbour a bit of their own medicine with the crash ball. It was a great effort. It, like I said, picked up the post and just rolled along the back line. Unfortunately, no Puki players up there. Oh, great trap. And they'll come back for that free hit through Divyani, Rishi. I just didn't know who it was for. Monica left it thinking it was going long.
Just that lack of comms there.
But they're up the right end. They can put a bit of a press on now. Seedle here on the ball. Like I said, plan a back three, Puki. So most of their options going forward rather than sideways. And
solid hit.
Yep. She says, don't worry about the outletting. We'll go and try and put a press on ourselves.
That's one thing you can definitely be certain about Seedle. She'll get that ball through the layers.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, you saw the smiles from Navina Hira on screen there. She's happy she's not having to stand up in the press against that.
I don't think anyone would want to.
No. Look at that. Execution of skill, ball over distance. Cut out well, though, by Puki. When they get that half little chance, they're just unable to really consolidate the possession. They're going to get the touch, and then Harbour win it back again.
Just need to be stronger on those just ball transfers, just trapping.
Yeah, when they get that initial little breakdown, whether it's a half trap or an intercept, just making sure the next pass or carry or whatever it is executed well. Because you're getting in good areas, but Harbour able to win it back most of the time. Here we go, like this. It's just that pass there. Like they do really well at the moment to win the first go at it, but then
the second execution.
Yeah, that's it. So there was Jaina Suka in the middle of the field picking the intercept up. If that pass had stuck, there's certainly an opportunity there for Puki.
Would have been a good runaway.
Yeah, as we count down the last 30 seconds here, Navina Hira goes across the field. And here again, one by Puki. This one's better if they can get the next pass. Here it is. All calm and collected. Divyani, Soma. Live, laugh, love, she reckons. It's easy stuff for her there defensively. We see her walk off the turf there. Divyani, Soma, they're up 1-0 North Harbour thanks to the penalty corner of Gurleen Gill. It's all that separates the teams at the moment. It's our second game of the day here. First women's round for day 2 between North Harbour and Puki. Out on the other turf at the moment, Wellington are playing Bay of Plenty over on turf 2 in the women's section. And it's our first men's A game of the day. Puki A taking on Auckland B over on turf 3 in the men's A section in coming up shortly. So I'm sure that'll be a good game as well. We see the Harbour dugout there. These are the highlights from the first quarter. It was a little bit of a messy start from both teams. This penalty corner going the way of Harbour. I think they had 3, maybe 4 of them in the midway through this quarter. This one from Hira, saved by Mia Wallab in goal for Puki. And they earned another one here.
Charmaine is doing really well in defence.
Yeah, she's a solid defender. Gets down nice and low, makes tackles. But Harbour just kept pressing, pushing forward. This one, the layoff was probably just a little bit hot, that pass. And Navina, showing why she's one of the best here at tournament still. And another one. And then Navina has a straight crack at it, well defended by Jaina Suka. And then Gurleen Gill, well, she earned the penalty corner. And then she stepped up and converted as well. We'll see on this replay here. Gill with the flick into the bottom corner.
Finally getting that drag flick she's been practicing.
That's it. See it from this angle. Pretty well placed in that corner. Tough for the defender or the lineman to get to. And it's been all North Harbour this first quarter. Puki really unable to create much going forward other than that crash ball we saw with about 5 minutes to go. They'll be wanting to try and string some passes together and create a little bit more opportunity going forward. They're defending fairly well at the moment, giving away probably a few too many penalty corners than they'd like, but if they can get something going forward, put some pressure on this Auckland defensive group, which we haven't really seen yet this weekend. Much pressure on the Harbour circle. Yeah. But as we know, these battles always provide some opportunity either way. And Harbour, they'll look to use the overhead to start, but brought down by Jaina Suka for Puki. Here is Rishi. They go back out to Navina, sitting in a back three at the moment. Harbour. Rishi's just pushed herself into the middle of the field, and now they go back to back four with Gurleen out. Puki just happy to sit in this this half court at the moment, try and condense the field. They've found a target here in Rishi. Look at how many green shirts around her. Has to go back. And that's good.
I think it's also great that Puki's not rushing into the person who has the ball and just holding and holding until the right moment comes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think it's a good change they've made at that quarter break, just to sit in that half court there and take away the long ball threat of North Harbour.
Curry with the one hand.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times already this weekend. Yeah, the gloves purely for looks, uses the other hand.
It's used for that extra oomph.
Yeah. And the overhead brought down, but again, a little messy from both teams. And Sharmina says, oh, I don't really want to play at our end of the field. I'd much rather get up the field and try and put a press on.
Just again with what you said.
Yeah, it's that little touch there. They're doing the right things and in the right areas. Just the execution's letting them down a little bit. Puki. And I guess that's the concern. They started with that half-court press. They hit one long trying to put a press on, but then the spaces open up in the middle for North Harbour. So, yeah, interesting back and forth there. That's a
great ball.
Nice ball, yeah. Trying to link up there. Anjali Panchia up the front for Puki.
I think Cedar needs to come off the manager role and start playing.
Get her in there.
Yeah.
So see here, this is where Harbour can be dangerous because there's just a little bit more space for their midfielders to receive the ball. That one there is going to be tough for Cedar to run down. And they go one end to the other here, Harbour. Cleaned up by Sharmina Letham. It's Kaisha Patel running the baseline for Harbour. And again, some space for Kaisha on it. Jaina that time.
Well brought down by Seedle.
Yeah, so that's the one fear when Puki get into that full court press or even that three-quarter that they were just in. There's space in behind them. And here's Shayna Narsai beating everybody. Reverse stick shot. It's not a pretty one. And she'll be disappointed in the finish to that, Shayna. There she is.
You know, she's going to get it because she's always falling. She likes to spread out, and she always gets it from everyone on the team. So another one to add to their books.
Yeah, you've just made tomorrow's episode of ridiculousness. Shayna, it's not your prettiest work, unfortunately, in the end there. Excellent skill in the lead-up, but, what they say, $1 million move, 10-cent finish. Come Harbour around the back through Rishi. So cut out here. This next pass is the one that needs to be good. And again, just unable to link up there.
Definitely could have had some really good opportunities just by that final link up.
Yeah, that's it. There's 3 or 4 here where they have disrupted in the midfield, but unable to pull it down. You just let North Harbour off the hook. So Navina brings the ball up. It's a sideline hit there. So interestingly enough, she actually waits long enough for Puki to come and set their press.
She's probably trying to catch her breath.
Yeah. Needed a little bit more breath. That time sprayed it over the sideline, and she's another one auditioning for ridiculousness. Going to make a team montage of it this week, North Harbour.
I think she needs a sub.
I think she's under a little bit of pressure right up in that back corner. You can see Puki now will have the sideline hit inside the attacking zone. Let's see what their attack looks like here. Puki working across the field. Here's Sharmina. Still going. It's a little wild, but it might work. Beats everyone over the baseline there. And now we'll see Navina again, this time from a little friendlier of a spot near the top of the circle. Oh, it shows the full bag of tricks, the overhead.
She said, I'm making up for the last time.
That's it. Yeah. And Puki position just around halfway. Stolen by Monica. No, stick challenge first. It's very close there for Monica. She wanted a crack at Seedle, I think. Allegra Healy. This one cut out by Jaina, but again given back. I think these double turnovers are killing Puki at the moment. Here comes Shayna. She wants to make some amends.
Just almost.
Be interesting to see what the cameras picked up, but particularly looking at it from our side, Mia Wallab had already moved across to the post player, and the goal was almost open.
Yeah,
for
just in that
Shayna.
little corner.
Yep. I think she was probably already made her mind up that she was passing instead of looking at the goal, because it was pretty open there for Shayna. And we got a good angle of it from up here. There's a great steal. Here it goes, Sugar.
Here comes that goal.
Yeah, she's going to have to do it from a long way away. Look at that tackle.
Great
Excellent
tackle.
work. Yeah, Shayna, now it's 4-on-3. That pass is going to beat everybody out over the back line. You see some of the subs rolling on for both teams. On they come, ready to join the action. Cito looking at her options.
Surely she pulls out an overhead here.
Yeah, she got one in the bag as well. Cito, she better hurry up though. There it is.
Hey!
Pulled down, though, by North Harbour, and here they come on the spread. Oh, there you go. Both Seidel and Nav showing the full range of skills out of the back. Good to see.
Showing the younglings how it's really
Yeah,
done.
that's it. Now long corner taken. Good tackle there.
Still going.
Yeah, this is a little bit better from Puke. Still working. If they can clean this up, I'd love to see them just either recycle or get a free hit here.
Well played by Divyanka there.
Yeah. And out of danger, Divyani and Shayna. Perhaps a little fortunate there.
Yeah.
Reverse shave tackle. And out. Cut out by Puke. It's going to be enough there to win them a free hit in the middle of the field. And shout out to our umpires for today's game. Stephen McLaughlin and Prak Ramji. Here's Jaina. Happy just to see her Puke ladies recycle the ball. Seidel goes long handle.
Wonderful pass and
Yeah,
trap.
good trap, but well cleaned up there in the end. To halfway with Puke. Less than 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Still 1-0 the way of the home team. Can Puke find their way into the circle and perhaps onto the score sheet here in the second quarter? Here they go, another free hit through Jaina. Divyanka. And away it goes. Great touch here. Monica, she's got 50 metres to go. And she's going to have to beat two of the more experienced players in Jaina and Seidel if she gets there. Wins one, and they get some more troops here, Harbour.
There's that cross ball in.
Yeah. Curry trying to link up with Divyani.
The iconic duo.
Yeah, that's it. Be Harbour ball here. This is Divyani. Soma, reverse stick. Still there, kicked and cleared by Mia Wallab in goal. Yeah, another reverse stick. Couple of them there. That ball into the circle from Divyani was a good one. A couple of players in there for Harbour. And it's the world's slowest race to go and get the ball.
They're all just trying to catch a breather.
Yeah, Nav looked at it and said, no thanks. Oh, good pick. And the pass here. Look at that.
Yeah.
And they'll take it, I think, too, Harbour. They're saying that it perhaps collected a Puke player on the way through, but no dice coming from Prak there. So Puke 16-yard. Seidel, we've seen the pop, the overhead, the long handle. We're just waiting for the slider.
Good trap there.
And cleaned up well there. Sapna Madav for Puke. Back on attack now at Harbour.
Oh, I think Seidl's in the wrong spot, mate.
Yeah, get up the front. Although it could be an opportunity here. Put a bit of pressure now on Navina.
Breaking ankles.
Yeah. And gets the outlet through Gurleen. Is there anything Navina can't do? Well, actually, yeah, take a free hit from that bottom corner, but...
Maybe keep the ball inside the lines.
And here comes Jaina. She's got a few goals this weekend already. Devyani. And the second phase here looks good for Harbour. Curry. They're going to say free hit out. Curry's going to say it was going in the goal. I'm not 100% sure it was even inside the circle. And Sharmina just looking at options. They're going to play out here, this left side. Good free hit one there. But back again, Harbour just able to have wave after wave of attack. Gurleen Gill just rolls the ball towards the sideline here. This is through Bavika. Still going at it there. Bavika, Devyani, and it'll roll back through Gurleen. Play a little bit of force back there.
We'll probably just play this one off now.
Yeah, there's the hooter for the end of the second quarter. No change to that first quarter scoreline. It's 1-0 in favour of North Harbour. Our women's section game 1 of day 2 here at the New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship 2024, hosted by North Harbour Indian Sports Club. The hosts and defending champions are up 1-0 thanks to the penalty corner from Gurleen Gill. We'll be back with some highlights and the second half after this short ad break. Welcome back here to the New Zealand Indian Hockey Championships 2024. That is the finer part of the tournament, the social section, the food tents. Out on the village green here at North Harbour, the National Hockey Centre. What a place to be for this weekend. Along with some of the crowd, families, friends that are out supporting this morning's women's matchup here. For those that have been watching the first half, of course, it's North Harbour against Pukekohe in the women's section. North Harbour up 1-0 in this one. There's the Pukekohe ladies getting through their halftime talk, and equally the North Harbour team there. Looking at some of the highlights from that first half, it was all Harbour. And we see this first penalty corner earned there by Leela James. And again, I think it was fourth time lucky if we count them out for Harbour. This one saved.
Great strike from Nav, though.
It was. And then they earned another one here through Monica. And this one, I think, is the layoff that Navina shows her stick skill. Just got caught a little bit behind her there and had to freestyle a little bit. And look at that.
Wow, so slick.
Yep. They get a reset for over the back line. And this straight shot just picks up the first runner. Well defended. And then after a little bit of individual skill here, Gurleen rolls it onto Jaina's foot. And then steps up when they needed her after a few attempts at it. Gurleen executes the penalty corner. That's what separates the two teams at the moment. From there, they had a couple more goes at it, North Harbour. Look at this other angle of that penalty corner. But they just couldn't get anything else to break the goal. Look at this one from
right there.
Shayna. One goes across the goal. There's another one coming up shortly, which we'll see that goal really open up. She's been good today. We called for her yesterday, and that one there from Curry. I will apologise and say I think it was inside the circle. But not a lot to show going forward for Puki. They've been battling away, defending, absorbing pressure. But like we mentioned a few times, Pratika, if they can just string maybe one or two passes, make the trap stick going forward, they could create some opportunities because they are winning some 50-50 ball in the middle of the field. they're just then giving it back.
Yeah, just giving it back. They need to be way more stronger on that. Maybe just thinking or looking up before they pass. Especially if the player's right there, no need for a big willy-nilly pass.
Yep.
Just keeping it simple, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. The double turnovers will be killing them at the moment. As we see Mia Walab there for Puki head towards her goal. And, of course, Sugar there. Well, she's got half a game to make that promise in her goal.
Yep, if she
minutes.
doesn't.
That's it. That's it. We'll be down the food tent for free samosas.
Yep.
Here we are. If you're just joining us, welcome to this year's tournament hosted by North Harbour Indian Sports Club. This is Puki Ladies taking on North Harbour. Day 2 here of tournament. Harbour are the hosts and the defending champions in the women's section. Meanwhile, Pukekohe men, they're the A section defending champions. And Central Districts won the B section last year. They won't be contesting the men's B this year. They're up in the A section. So we'll at least be able to crown a new men's B section winner this year. At the moment, it's hard to go past the 2 defending champions in the ladies and the men's A sections. Harbour looking good. Puki men also looking pretty good. Here, little tangle up. Pukekohe, I like that intent though. Now they had players up in the circle. A little bit of a crash ball.
They probably got the same juice that Auckland had yesterday.
Yep, look at that. Curry can't believe it. Gave away a free hit. And Cedal under a bit of pressure. See her skill set. Easy as. Rolls it across to her defensive partner and Charmaine Leatham. They come up this left side of the field now. This is already a little bit better from Puki. Stringing a couple of passes together going forward.
Just all about the execution now.
Yeah, Jaina under some pressure. Yeah, again, it's better from Puki. Just a little bit more composure on the ball. Here is Jaina Suka. Goes long handle. Love this, and it's in the goal.
Wow.
Just like that.
Straight over the goalie.
Yeah, Darshana Dyer there. Gets up and over. Benal Kanji. That's going to go down as one of the goals of the tournament. Have a look at this on the replay. Jaina goes, you know what? Right there. And up and over it goes. What a sally too for the Puki ladies.
Hopefully that gives him the motivation to keep going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talked about the juice they had at half time. Yep. You could bottle that up and sell it at the food tent.
$20 a bottle, please.
That's it. What a goal. What an opportunity. And like we just said, there's a couple of phases there where it did look better for Puki. Strung some passes together, were able to win a free hit going forward. And just like that, they take advantage of it.
Here they come again.
There's Divyanka. Yeah, that's probably one place you don't want to go.
Straight into Rishi.
Yeah. There's certainly a little bit of energy in this Puki side now. All the numbers around the ball.
Definitely gave them the motivation that they probably lacking a little bit.
Yeah, I think they'll be probably pretty disappointed after yesterday's result against Wellington.
Yeah.
And then having to come out here and play North Harbour, who, put 4 goals on in back-to-back games. But they've absorbed some pressure. They've scored a goal of their own, and they're locked up here with the hosts. So huge start to this third quarter for Puki. And again, just looking a little better on that turnover. As I put the commentator's curse on them there.
Sugar maybe just holding on to the ball for too long. She did have Divyanka just on her inside, which could have been a good run away. And she's getting a little too aggressive there.
And, yeah, overzealous the tackle there. Just perhaps a little bit too excited after the goal there. That time, Anjali Panchia just overran it a couple of times. The first free hit and then the penalty corner there. This is huge for both teams here. It would break Puke's heart if they just got back level and then concede here. But they could take a huge bit of confidence out of it if they can send this penalty corner away. Looks like Gurleen Gill on the bracket. She's got one already. Goes the same spot and well covered up by Mia. That's good adjustment from the Puke defence there. Saw that Gurleen was trying to open up that side of the goal again, and Wallab just shifting across into the corner. Gurleen Gill's not done. She wants another crack at it, and we just about had a overtaking of goal of the tournament.
Just hooked the stick.
Yeah, just got caught there and high and wide, but we've seen some of those go in the top of the goal and change games. Puke, dodge a bullet there. And now under a bit of a press here. Seidel goes long handle. And we'll go down the other end of the field.
Hopefully Puke can make something from this. Seidel just pushing them up. Hopefully they can just cut that ball off.
Yeah, it's interesting. Curry's back on the ball now. I think Nav's having a bit of a rest. And they use the transfer through Devyani. That's a great ball up the sideline. That's this is where you need to see Puke be a little bit better. So
just harder in those tackles, more stronger with the ball.
Yeah, just their turnover retention at the moment, letting them down a little bit. I'd even like to see, this is a little bit better. We can just see off screen, you can't quite see it, but the striker up a little bit higher, giving them a target if they do come long ball out of the back. Can't pull that one in. Yeah, Phoebe Clark playing outside defender for Puke.
Looks like Bavika also pulled off a nav.
Yeah,
hit it straight out.
Yeah, that's it. Here is Clark now for Puke on the sideline. Shout out to Suresh Wallab, the NZISA president, who's I think done next to nothing this weekend. Lucky Chan's here and sorting everything out for.
He's just making Facebook posts.
From North Harbour, that's it. If you see NZISA going live, it's just S-Man practicing his dance moves for the social tonight. Now we're all locked up here midway through the third quarter between North Harbour and Puke. This is a storied rivalry, these two sides. I've had a lot of battles for titles over the last few years. Harbour, obviously, winners of the last one. Bay of Plenty, I think, had the couple before that. But Puke right in the mixer most years as well. And again, forced to play out of their 16-yard hit. This time they a bit more traditional back four, but can't link up there. Try to take it quickly, Charmaine Leatham. And now Curry at the back. There's a bit of space out here on this left side, but well won there by Clark, Phoebe Clark.
Just again, same as yesterday, Harbour's got that really good press on. Just really trying to cut that off.
Yeah, they get a lot of numbers around the ball.
Yeah.
I think the idea is to show as many white shirts as possible and make it tough for the defenders to get out, especially when they're out on those wing halves. not a lot of space to operate in. Nav's got herself back on the field, timely.
There goes that cross ball.
And it's almost the same goal. I'm not 100% who touched it, but it's...
I think that might have been Monica Patel.
She was definitely there. They're going to say no. Defender. We'll have a look at it on the replay here. So Navina just standing over it. Went the same ball Jaina Suka did.
Oh.
Yeah, if we can... we might have another look at that at the quarter break, but... we're back here in the circle now.
Would have been a great goal if it was.
We'll just have another look at that that one through here. Try and slow it down a touch. So Navina looking long here. It goes. It's hard to tell there if it was Shamina on the reverse stick or Monica on the forehand. They're both in the mixer. I'm glad... respectfully glad it wasn't called a goal, because if you're not 100% sure, you'd hate to win or lose a game with it locked up on that. And to be fair, it didn't look like North Harbour complained all that much when it wasn't awarded, so I think probably the safest bet. And now here come Puki off to the races. Here's Anjali Panchia.
Still going. Again, that last pass.
Yep. Oh, here we go. And it's opened up here for a little bit. There's players at either end. Free hit, though, going the way of North Harbour. And overrun into the corner. A little bit of excitement for a couple of passages there.
Trying to get that goal back.
Yeah. And now Puki having to work out of their own corner. It's a tough spot to be in. Like I said, look at that. There's so many white shirts in the picture.
Especially being that player with the ball, it just puts you under so much pressure. Yep. You start getting flustered. Yep. And then, good tactic from Harbour there.
Yeah, especially when, you don't have a recognised overhead threat.
Yeah.
Card coming the way of Gurleen Gill. So she's filling up the stat sheet. She's got a goal, a card.
And a PC.
Yep. Good midfield entry and transfer for Puki. Rolling it forward, though. Just cut out pretty easily in the end by North Harbour. They're hard to break down, and now here comes Rishi with a bit of space up the middle of the field. Linking up with Monica. And it's going to go the way of Puki. Still 1-1, less than 3 minutes left in this third quarter. It's going to make the fourth quarter pretty interesting. Puki, they need a win. With that shootout loss yesterday, they desperately need a win. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves at the wrong end. So we see some smiles.
Carrying Gill.
Yeah, Carrie having a good laugh there in the dugout. Sure should love to add a goal to her weekend. But here comes Puki.
Oh.
This is opportunity. It was well defended by Harbour and the exit as well. Oh, two passes in there.
Just over the stick.
Yeah, down over halfway now.
Good touch from Jaina there.
Yeah, well defended. Good patience by Jaina. Yeah, that probably one of the better opportunities Puki have had, that shot at the circle, and just couldn't.
Just unfortunate, it was a bit choppy.
Yeah, he's well contested. Inside a minute and a half here. Rishi pushing forward at the circle edge. Trying to get past Charmaine Latham.
Well defended.
Yep, it's right on the edge of the circle. Still going, Rishi. And again, well defended by Puki.
Sugar. Put her on defense.
Yep. Don't see a lot of that, but does the job there. There's the Pukekohe wall up around the edge of the circle.
Puke's always just had a great defense, and that's like the biggest thing that they have for them. Great defensively, but also attackingly, they're quite great.
Yeah, that's it. Especially at the back when you got Sharmina and Seedles there, and you see the work of Jaina when she's back in that area as well. Pretty solid through that defensive group. Speaking of solid, is Navina again at the back with Rishi here for Harbour. I think they'll just happily see the clock wind down.
Just hit it in the corner.
Yep, Navina will get as close to her own dugout as she can.
Won't have to run after the ball.
And then knock the ball away. And there is third quarter in the books. It was a good one for Pukekohe. They found the equaliser in that quarter. Excellent goal to Darshana Daya. That deflection up over the goal of Beno Kanji. And we're locked up at 1-1. First time we've seen Harbour having to go into the last period locked up or in a tight one. Both games previous, they've been up 3 by this point. So be good to see what this Harbour side are really made of. And Pukekohe, perhaps an opportunity to right some wrongs from yesterday. I mentioned earlier they'll be pretty disappointed with their shootout loss to Wellington. See them in there. Have a look at some of these highlights. This is the goal. Jaina Suka puts it on a platter. Look at that.
Well deflected.
And she gives it the fist pump as well. You love that. Look at her. Stoked. Penalty corner here for Harbour. This is the Gillian Gill drag flick. And yeah, you can see Willab there just set in that area. Gets the pat on the back from Seedle. This is the, might call it the point of contention.
Looks like it did come off Sharmina's stick.
Yeah, and she's put her hand up and said it came off me as well. So all in all, right call. But yeah, it certainly looked an opportunity as we see the two teams down there on the turf, as well as some of the family out in support. Look at that.
Great to see a lot of supporters come out today.
Yeah, great crowd out for day 2. Again, if you're in and around the Auckland region, anywhere from, well, right up North Shore through to Pukekohe, get on down here to the National Hockey Centre. Not only is there some good hockey, there's some great food. And what else could you ask for this King's Birthday weekend, long weekend? Come and enjoy some of the best that the NZIHC has to offer.
Yep, and we also have that youth tournament going on.
Yeah, that's right. A new initiative put on by North Harbour Indian Sports Club this year. Some under 12s and 14s, I think, games going on this morning.
So it's great to see them play.
Yeah, epic and cool opportunity for them to play their games and then come out and watch the senior teams play as well. So, great initiative. In addition for this year's tournament as Jaina looks to go down Route 1. She's linking up with Darshana again. This time, though, just too far away from the goal. And now Curry can't get through. Jaina Suka. And again, it's just that back and forth.
Yeah.
I think letting down both teams, really. Even North Harbour haven't had those opportunities that they had in the first 2 quarters. Just through the double turnover in the middle of the field. It's just getting a little bit scrappy. Pukekohe happy in this half-court press here. Going to compress the field. Transferring the ball here. Harbour trying to find a way through the Pukekohe half-court. And perhaps here it is. Battling away down there. Sana near.
Hopefully this last quarter brings out the best in both of them. Obviously 1-1 to both teams. Someone would want to win.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just trying to think in my head of, what the mindsets might be like for either team. It is just round robin, so yes, a draw is better certainly than a loss. But I guess in the back of North Harbour's minds, they're going to have to be thinking about Bay of Plenty. who had a big win yesterday against Auckland. And perhaps if they drop some points here through a draw or otherwise, especially with the bonus point opportunities available as well. Who knows what happens in the round robin. And that one, it's going to go all the way through. Well, it doesn't matter what the mindset is because they've scored a goal. And just like that, Shayna Nasai, well, she makes up for the one she had earlier. I think if you have a look at this, a little bit more controlled. Good skill here, shows the inside. And that one,
just passing by her pads of Mia.
It's a tough one to save.
Yeah.
The bobbly one doesn't come at you at a million miles an hour. Probably hard to see considering...
so many players.
Kaisha was in front of her as well, but here we go. Fourth quarter, fast start there for Harbour. And Shayna Nasai puts them back in the lead. 2-1 here. And now the mindset's obvious. Puki have to score, and they have to be going at it. North Harbour, well, they'll be a little bit defensive-minded first, keep the lead, but when their opportunities come, if they can push out to a 2-goal lead, just makes things a little more comfortable. This will go the way of Harbour. It's been a good battle in the middle of the field, Jaina and Shayna.
Jay and Shay.
Yeah, going at each other.
Both playing together for Roskill.
Yes, of course.
So now playing against each other.
Now across the circle. Oh, Gurleen went the one time. We saw that earlier in the men's B section game. Almost a goal identical to that. One-time reverse. I think it caught the foot of the defender if we watch it here. It's a lovely ball in from Monica on the upright reverse. I think that's the back of the stick there. Sapna Madav in defence for Puki.
Looks like Gurleen's on the drag flick again.
Yeah, let's see if she can trick Mia going the wrong way or if she's got something else in her bag here, Gurleen. Couple of revs.
Hopefully it's enough.
Single bracket. It's out to Gurleen Gill. She goes that same side, that open side. And Mia Walab ready for it. Gets a left boot out to it.
It's good that they're cutting that little corner off now.
Yep. Yeah, I'd love to see Gurleen maybe hook one back into that near corner and just see if there's some joy in there. But still going, Harbour. Still there for Harbour. Taken quickly. Divyani, Rishi around the back. Sana comes back into Rishi Kachiba.
Just slowly pushing their way up, not forcing it.
It's at working their numbers. That one just past the outstretched stick of Monica Patel. We're under 10 minutes to go here. Quarter 4, Puki. They're going to need another goal just to lock things up, and 2 if they want to get the win here. And that's going to be a free hit coming. Shayna, she got some magic left in her. This time up off the stick of Charmaine Leatham. It's the similar move that she did last time, shaped inside. This time went straight at Sharmina. Up off her stick and into the body, I think was the call. We'll have a look at it on the replay. Yeah, really similar move here.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it definitely came up off the stick. Whether it hit her body, I'm unsure. Hard for us to tell, but they're down there a bit closer than us. And now let's see. Has Gurleen got her going one way?
See if she can hook it up another corner.
Yeah, I'd love to see her just try and run one down this left corner at Siegel's corner. No, they go short through Nav. And she goes straight onto the book. Yeah, great save. It's a good solid save there. Mia Walab in goal. I would say looking like her old man, but he lets those ones through. So
he would be subbed after 2 minutes.
Yeah. Here come Puki. No, not through Nav, you won't. And now Shayna linking up here.
With Kaisha.
There's Anjali back in there cleaning up for Puki.
Phoebe's also been doing really well out in the back,
Yeah.
just cleaning it up, keeping it nice and just keeping it out of the circle.
Yeah, unfortunately we put a little bit of commentator's curse on her there. Pratika,
zip
that's all
it.
you. Yeah. No, she has been good though. Young outside defender for Puki, having to do a lot of work back there. I think her first tournament for the Puki ladies, so good to see her out there. Oh, and this one's the absolute dog's breakfast. That's not going to make any highlight reels.
No.
If you're checking on Facebook later, that won't be there. This might though. Opportunity for Harbour. Cleaned up by Sharmina. Yeah, just a little bit of a miscue there. Now that's tired legs if I've ever seen them. That and there, Nav. Yeah, that carves off half the field. And away into the corner for North Harbour. 6.5 left to play. Fourth quarter, Harbour up 2-1 here over Puki. Women's section, day 2. And it goes. I like the effort there from Monica, getting nice and low.
Not sure if that ball actually went over the line when Gulene had it.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
Here's Navina, goes long handle. Well defended by Jaina. And out comes Sugar. Anjali drops it off, gets ahead, gets it back. No, just a little bit too big. I like the play, right idea.
Feel like it would be better if they just, instead of going into the play, coming out and then distributing it to the other side.
Yeah, something you see a lot from the North Harbour side. They get that half breach, it's not there, turn around, recycle out the weak side where there's some space. Great ball. Allegra Healy still going. She did a full 360 there.
Almost did a spinning top.
Yeah, I heard Devyani's been holding classes at the North Harbour ladies training, so showing them how to do it. Here, back into Nasai on that reverse.
Well brought down.
It's, again, a little messy. But out come Puki. Jaina goes quickly. Cut out, though, by Curry, and they win it here. Puki. You got less than 5 now. Pukekohe to find that equaliser again. They've done it once in the game. Can they do it a second time?
Oh.
This could help. Sugar. Oh, Divyanka. Oh, that
just almost.
Yeah, it was Darshana there again, diving in on the pads. And it came out there for Divyanka, but didn't have enough time to get the shot away. And the clock counting down on Puki. Big transfer here, bit of space up this right side. Anjali. Now they're going to try and put a bit of a squeeze on Devyani.
Oh, there it goes.
It's just a little baby spin. Still works.
It's a little Beyblade spin.
Yeah. Half rip on the Beyblade. And I'd say that's potentially
taking off Mia.
Oh, that was almost the confusion of doom. The Harbour goalie was nearly going to come off. That would have been interesting with Puki chasing, especially considering there's an opportunity right now.
Oh, almost.
They've hit the post on the inside. Oh, that's heartbreak for Puki. Yeah, so funny that the long whistle was actually to take the Puki goalie off, which makes sense. They're chasing the game. We'll have a look at this replay here. This is one heck of a shot.
Oh, close. That could have been it.
Oh, Priya Parsot it was. It would have been the one. There's no stopping it. Goalie had no chance. But yeah, they were pulling off the Puki goalie, which, like I said, made sense. But Harbour thought that they were taking their goalie off, and you could see Divyani and Rashika screaming back at Paresh, "What are you thinking? Don't take ours off." And no, it was for the other side. So, yeah, a little bit of chaos there. Well, they tried to figure things out, and then the chaos was almost doubled when Priya Parsot just about roofed another one for
Would have been
Puki.
amazing goal right in the net.
That's it. They would have had two of the best goals of the tournament, Puki. And the woodwork has saved Harbour, at least for now. 90 seconds left in this one. Puki playing without a goalkeeper. Oh, Soma, Divyani Soma does well. And go straight at the legs of Anjali Panchia. Going to have to jog that one off, and they'll see precious seconds fall off the clock.
Just trying to get that crash ball in again.
Yeah.
Open goal, obviously, so...
Yeah, just seeing if something will work. If nothing else, forcing Puki back into their own end. This might be the opportunity if they can get the ball here. Is Divyanka. Gets it going. Here is Priya. Linking up Sugar. First one going the way of Puki. About 30 left in it. Do they have... Oh, they're taking a long time to get the ball going. This hurts.
Oh, no.
It's taken over 15 seconds to get that ball going. And those seconds will count their way down now. I can't imagine Puki have enough here. There's the hooter. There's the game. North Harbour get away with the win there. Not without a little bit of drama in the late stages.
Well
2-1.
contested game.
Yeah, what a great game it was. Reading the form books coming in, you thought it might have been a little bit of one-way traffic this morning, but Puki, they stood up and it really gave North Harbour a scare there right through to the last couple of minutes. Priya Parsot just about took down the Harbour ladies, and 2-1 the final score in favour of the hosts. Particular fantastic game.
Awesome game. Finally good to see Harbour getting a contesting game. You know, their previous games have been a little bit easier on them, so finally good to see them get a challenge out there.
Yeah, and awesome for Puki to stand up after yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, talking to Seedle yesterday, they were pretty disappointed with the way that one went. They weren't up to it early and unfortunately caught them out. So, you know, really good effort from the Puki ladies, and they'll take a lot of confidence into their upcoming games. I believe they've got another one this afternoon, and then they'll play tomorrow, off the top of my head. So, Puki will play Bay Plenty this afternoon. Doesn't get any easier on day 2 for Puki. While North Harbour, they'll have the afternoon off, which means they're straight into social mode.
Yep.
As of 11:45 this morning.
Getting on the drinks early, girls.
Yeah, that's it. They'll be primed come social time. And you see the Puki ladies there getting through their chairs. And we'll go down to S-Man on the field, who has his interview with Rashika. Yes, man. Down to you. Oh, he's a bit eager.
Good morning, everybody. It's Suresh here from North Harbour Stadium, New Zealand Indian Champs Hockey. I've got Rashika here. How was that, Rashika?
Oh, that was a tough match for us. Puki definitely put up a good fight right till the final whistle and kept the audience on their toes, and for us made it very difficult. So well played to them.
Yes, and so the old foes back at it again. So you came away with a narrow one?
Yeah. We were looking to hopefully get the bonus point, but a win's a win at the end of the day, so we'll take that.
Okay. Well done. Good luck for the rest of your games, eh? Take care. Bye. And now I've got Pukekohe's captain, Jaina. Jaina, tough one again?
Yeah, tough. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought battle after seeing Harbour's results and how they played yesterday, but we came out with all we got, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way today.
Okay, so rest up, Jaina, and enjoy your warm down with the team, okay? So good luck for the rest of the games.
Thank you.
Thanks, teams.
A smile that only a mother could love. It's Suresh Wallab, our sideline reporter, there catching up with Rishi and Jaina. Excellent game out there. We were treated to a fantastic women's section game between North Harbour and Puke, an age-old battle. Won, though, in the end 2-1 by the defending champs, and what a showcase this morning. Pratika, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you in here again. Hopefully you go and get some study done, although
Yes.
I think the odds are pretty low. I think you go and party with the Auckland ladies and get ready for the social.
You'll see me with my laptop at social. Don't laugh at me. I'm doing it for the best.
That's it. That's all. It's been an awesome game here this morning. We've, of course, got some men's A action coming up shortly when CD take on North Harbour. That'll be coming to you live at 12:10. So go and enjoy a samosa. We'll be back with that one soon. For those that have joined us, thank you, and we'll see you at the next one.